Alright, button has been hit. I see communication going on with the YouTube, but not video yet. There we go. Video on the YouTube. Are we live?
Yes, I would assume we are, since you hit the button to make us go live.
Yep, but there's always a delay.
Boys and girls, welcome to the ERA Season 15, Round 4, Paul Ricard, Server 2 on the board, Server 1 in your hearts. I am very attractive, and with me, as always, is noted Portuguese photographer Michael Magus.
Portuguese photographer. Interesting.
Lacerda?
All right, let's get the race control up here, and
we got Casey Jones in chat. Casey Jones.
Casey Jones. Yeah. Casey may be joining us in the booth later. We'll see
if he can pull himself away from the Sunshine Band or the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, we got Thomas Hagen in the server today. Excellent. We haven't seen him in a hot sec.
Hammerhead Hagen.
It's good to see the people that have been missing in action pop back in. It's always good. All right. Doesn't look like anyone's out on the track right now, so yeah. We don't have a lot to talk about without ever people on track.
How about that giant nostril?
Now's as good a time as any to give you guys a championship rundown, I suppose. So in the silver category, which is the top category on the server, is Nathan Gray leading the way with 43 points. We have 40 points for Oral Ja, 34 points for Diogo Matos, 28 for Dennis Hook, Johan Viviers, Thomas Boris, Jack Biddle, Kerry Pattenden, Matt Gale, and Conrad Kuhn round off the top 10. In the bronze category, which is our middle category, Philip Newlis leads the way with 43 points from Sean Young on 41, so good battle between those two right now. Adrian Maroud's on 36, 32 for Shanu Murasanu, and 24 for Felix Kramrich. Rounding off the top 10, it is Tyler Scott, Matthias Wiedemann, Andreas Hansen, Chris Stancer, and James Wheel. Technically, James is tied with Samuel Jardine, but he has the edge on countback. Iron category, which is the bottom category. That's the red numbered guys that are taking to the track right now. We have 41 points for Max Cruz, 37 for Bo Zur, 29 for Pat Fortune, 28 for D. Hines, 25 for Thomas Wong. And then rounding off the top 10, it is Sven van de Velde on 18, Robert Stoltz on 18, Mario Ferreira on 16, and then Mishu Guzmanovic, and Shane Sullivan rounding off the top 10. Okay, we're fully in the server. Broadcast is up. Who is our leading... Who has voluntold to give us a tour of the track? 219, who are you? You are... I can't find you. There you are. It's Thomas Wong.
Casey says that nobody practices anymore because you only get 2 sets of tires and you don't want to use them up.
Fair. Thomas Wong making his way through the early section here at Paul Ricard in France. I'm not a big fan of this track, to be honest, but it can produce some good racing. It's got some... It's one of those classic ones that, like, if people are close together battling, it's a fun time. If they're not, it's not really a fun time. And that's kind of really all there is to it. And this long straightaway gives me flashbacks to... So, back in the day, this is like very early ACC, Byron. I was racing side by side with our good buddy, our good friend John Barker, along this straightaway, and he just randomly swerved into me. And apparently it was an internet issue.
That's hilarious. I wouldn't have lied like that. I would have told you the truth. I'm like, fuck you, and put you in the wall.
John Barker would never do that to me, sir. That's why we like racing with John Barker.
He did that shit. The penny farthing predator, John Barker.
If you're looking for turn names on this track, I don't know them. And to my knowledge, I think they're all just numbered anyways. So, it is what it is. Paul Ricard is a famous track, famously was developed as a test track. I do not remember which French car company it was for. I believe it was Renault, but I could be wrong. And as a result, the track is... it lacks character, I guess, in a nutshell, because it's kind of trying to take from everywhere else.
Possibly.
We had Felix Kramrich in the chat as well.
I was going to call him Felix the Cat, but you do whatever. Nerd.
And we're going to hop over to the TV view. Thomas Wong. Hey, he's golf livery.
Very nice. Needs more blue, less black, but I'm on board.
Yeah.
I'll take what I can get.
I feel like that is a bit of a problem. Set pole position now belonging to InfoCraft. That was very, very brief. Sven van de Velde in the Marlboro car taking over that spot. We have Badass Coleridge. His livery's working today. I'll be honest, after 2 races of it not working, I'm a little let down.
Just got a little white to the nose, that's all.
It's a little white to the nose, and that's it. But hey, whatever makes you happy. That's the deal. Just be aware, I will make fun of your liveries. Bromine in the Mustang is the next one who will finish a lap. Assuming he doesn't crash. I would give you a rundown of the times, but almost everybody is currently trucking their times, like through the first sector, so they're going to get better. Good to see Matt Gale here today, returning from his day on the beach last week.
Indeed.
He was watching watching Sandside as his teammates at Cyber Racing tried to do their thing.
Oh man, I just noticed the bromide bromelations livery there. I just learned about this Zin thing the other day. Apparently, it is this is not an ad, by the way. This is a warning. It is a tobacco-less nicotine delivery system.
Oh.
So you take, it's like a little pouch, and you put it in your lip like you would snus, and then you don't have to spit anything, and it gives you nicotine. Apparently, it is just as bad as all the other tobacco delivery systems that actually have tobacco in them, in as much as they give you an initial like super high, and then nothing else really works for the rest of the day. So you're just putting pouch after pouch after pouch in your face.
Gotcha. And
the fan group for this stuff is insufferable. Just, it's like, imagine every Conor McGregor fan then just moved on to this.
Oh.
Just the worst pack of dummies. And kids are buying it. Kids are buying a lot of it.
That's not good. That's bad.
It's not tobacco. We can buy this. And they're harassing shopkeepers and stuff. Like I said, insufferable. I'm not trying to lump bromine in there with the rest of them, but I mean, you know, if that boot fits.
It's like everything.
Place that bitch up.
There are people that use everything responsibly, and there are people that use everything irresponsibly.
Apparently they're trying to market it as like a smoking, a quit smoking aid or something like that, but it's just as addictive as smoking.
I personally just go with the don't smoke.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not a vice I have. Bozer up about a second on his lap. Actually, Pat Fortune's got a good lap going here in the Stunt Possum Racing. He is the head possum. Sent me a lovely long message about how Casey Jones is currently suffering an Indian curse. And that's why his season... those who do not know, Casey Jones' season's been going really poorly. He's been qualifying for each race, like, pretty well, and he's got 1 point to show for it through 3 rounds. He has no points from actual races, because his only point is from pole position. So, that's not good. Bozer coming across the line in 8th place. Who's got a bomber going right now? Thomas Wong's got a shot at pole at the rate he's going. Sporting the Garage 59. Now, in fairness to this golf livery, Byron, this golf livery is not Thomas's creation. This is an actual, like, official livery.
Oh, is it? All right.
Yeah.
It's like the third jerseys.
I think it's the primary one for the newest Garage 59 cars. See, the problem is that they got golf sponsorship, but they've also got Rothko sponsorship. So it's like trying to do both of them.
We have confirmation from Casey Jones that he does, in fact, live, work, and sleep in an Indian graveyard.
Well, he just thinks Pat thinks that.
I'm trying to make the story good.
Looking at pole, 6/10 up into the final straightaway. Should be pole for Thomas Wong, and it is. He's to the front of the pack. He's been pretty consistent, definitely a championship contender. Let's see if anybody else is doing anything really good right now. Best I got for you is Bram Hoven, who's currently about 3/10 up.
Please tell me that Bram Hoven lives in Eindhoven.
Because the only problem is, of course, for Bram is he's more than that behind the next guy. So even at the rate he's doing, and he did kind of just mess up there, he was not going to move up a spot. All right, the bronze drivers have been deployed. And there's not much of a bronze field today. I'm only seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So guaranteed points, boys, if you finish the race. No excuses today. Doesn't matter how bad your car's banged up. There's 6 points guaranteed if you get to the end. One of the first ones on track will be Andreas Hansen in the Los Patos Hermanos Mercedes. Los Patos Hermanos is one of the more storied teams in the Evolution Racing Academy family. Tend to be very open to cars, although they do tend to be a front-wheeled, or not front-wheel, front-engine, there you go, front-engine cars as a general specialty. So Mercedes, AMG, Aston Martin. We've seen some Lexuses from them as well, BMWs, but...
if they were to tiptoe around, would they go Pitter Patos Hermanos?
They do a really good job, though, actually, because a lot of the drivers who have hooked up, including Andreas Hansen, who have hooked up with Los Patos Hermanos over the time I've been commentator, they have, like, gotten much better. So they do a fantastic job taking in these iron and, like, even low bronze drivers and, like, really optimizing them.
Casey just realized that he can't acquire free points if he just logs in. I would encourage this as a purveyor
I
of
think you have
chaos
to
and
finish the
shenanigans.
race in order to acquire points, but, I mean...
Just got to do one lap and park it.
It would be worth the pain.
Do one lap and put it in the pits, wait for somebody else to crash and you win. Easy money.
I'm not sure what the rules as far as how many laps have to be completed in order to gain points.
Only one. Or more, I don't know. Could be.
Casey could go look that up and figure it out.
Yeah, you got 17 minutes to figure that out.
No, you can join during the race even. So
Even better. Join right at the end. Do the final lap.
Nobody's particularly doing anything, or... Well, I should say this. I can't tell who's doing anything right now, so we're with Andres. This is the lovely when when the person hasn't posted a lap time. It's just giving me a delta of 0 because there's nothing to compare to. So I don't know who's kicking butt right now. I'm sure somebody is. No amount is worth it, according to Casey. I see. That bad. All right. I feel you. I mean, I did go on a hiatus from like racing because of leg surgery, so I can't call anyone a pansy for not driving through the pain. Although, in fairness, my leg surgery didn't cause pain when I tried to drive. It was just more like the doctor going, "This will rip."
Your whole leg go fall out on the floor.
I have driven through pain before. Byron can attest to this. I have driven through illness, including stomach issues.
True. Very funny. Just keep the bucket next to the chair.
I did, but unfortunately when I vomited, I still crashed into the wall. It was at Monza. Alright, well, early pace setters are Hansen and Murasanu for the bronzes. Murasanu's got a good lap going right now in his Lexus. Shanu was having a very, very solid run last time out at Monza, but unfortunately had some problems, had some issues, and drifted back a little bit. Still had a very solid result, and it's put him into the championship consideration for the first time ever. And I was talking to him. He's a bit nervous about it now. Oh, so we got Sven in the chat as well. Oh, Shanu off the track. Shanu's like, get that camera off of me. I don't deal well with pressure. Adrian Marood. I do miss his like full-on Rebel Alliance livery, Adrian. That Adrian ran for like 2 seasons while I've been doing this. But lately he changed cars, and that obviously facilitated a change in livery. Moving from the Honda to the Ferrari. It's not a change you generally see in real life.
Not unless you win the lottery.
Mm-hmm. Marood's up a good 1.5 seconds right now. That's still not going to be a threat to pole, but it should be top 10. And speaking of absolutely beating the crap out of his personal lap, Idris Cahill is 4 seconds up. Problem is that he's like 6 seconds down, so like even that's not going to be good enough. Oh, Idris with a new livery, if I'm not mistaken.
Could be. Sven's actually asking about his livery as well. We can indeed see the Marlboro.
Nope, we can see the Marlboro. Yeah, you're good, Sven.
I have noticed it.
Yep, we did notice it. You're currently got another car on top of you, so I can't really give you a view, but we did see it. We did see it.
Now we just need somebody to do Newports. Then we can make all kinds of
the tobacco liveries that I really miss from F1 are the Camel and the Benson Hedges. They were done
What
very, very
about? Why don't we just cover a whole car with just raw tobacco leaves?
Murasander right now has pole position if he can hold this lap. He's up 9/10. He's only down 7/10 on the pole. Sean Young, by the way, taking that pole position at the moment. Here we go. Does Murasander have it? He should. Pole position for the Lexus for the time being. Now, mind you, our fastest drivers are yet to come. The Norwegian flag of Robert Volt, currently in 9th place. Got a good lap going. Should be a threat for about 7th or so. Should move up a bit. Cahill's out there still in Stancer as well as Sean Young. Everybody is in the green right now, but not enough to really threaten the pole position for the time being. Ian's working on Parliament livery. Hey, whatever you want to walk, it's fine. I was getting crap when I'm adminning a series and I try to have a no tobacco livery rule. People get mad at me.
I think we should just have a no crystal meth rule.
I'm gonna think that's what I'm saying.
Heroin's fine, but crystal meth's a bit too far.
We usually have the no politics and no porno rule for our liveries. Because people have tried to sneak that in. Look at you, Justin Swan. My eyeballs on you. Justin's liveries, he tries to sneak something into almost every livery he does, like in the door frame or something. So you gotta take it out, put it in the gallery, and like actually just like full on be like, all right, what does it look like with the door open?
Who was it that had the anime chicks for like a whole series?
There's a couple people who do that. You're thinking of Samuel Jardine, though, I think.
Could be. I can't remember.
He is in the field this season. I don't remember if he's... I think he's gone a little bit tamer with his livery this season. I think because of team commitments. I think he's actually part of a team this season, so... There is some requirements. Alright, so Murasanu is going to get the pole for the bronzes because the only person out there to challenge it is Idris Cahill. He's in the green right now, but it's not in the green that much. Tobacco livery. I know the tobacco liveries are so good and they like have historical value. Marlboro, I loved the Jordan Benson Hedges liveries in the late 90s. It's just I'm staunchly anti-tobacco. I'm a cancer survivor. I am legit angry that people still smoke. 9th place for Idris Cahill. All right. They are headed out. The Silvers are headed out. Dennis Hook leading the way for Cyber Racing. Yeah, I do similar, Casey. My liveries tend to be... I tend to incorporate the Balls energy drink into it because once upon a time, they sponsored me for mixed martial arts. So we stick with it. Also, it's like the only energy drink that I like. So there's that too. And then I'll add usually my sim racing hardware. So in my case, that'd be Thrustmaster and Fanatec. Plus, just kind of whatever I'm using for parts in terms of my my PCs at the time. So next livery, if I do one, would be probably SteelSeries stuff. That being said, I'm terrible at liveries. I was really good at Race 07, but I've never been able to get all that good at making liveries for ACC. So I would be reliant on somebody else's artistic talents. If I show off a livery I've shown off liveries I've helped design in the showroom after the races, but I did no work on them. They were my vision and then either brought to light by Justin Swan or Tom Waz. Or there's a third person. I'm blanking on their name. I feel bad about it now. I want to give the credit.
It was Yo Boy, whose name I also forget. Jesse?
He never did one for me, but he does
oh, okay.
work.
Well,
Jesse Hamptown races.
Indeed.
I remember him. He never did any ACC work, though. That's his problem. He didn't do ACC. He did the base Assetto Corsa and a couple other games. Oop. Dennis Hook taking out a bollard, and his lap is invalid, so we'll slot on to somebody else. Maybe Anton Lammers. Oh, I've seen that, Casey. The liveries at Evolution Racing Academy are top notch. The community I help run, ESR, and we do a lot of commentary over there. If you want to go check it out. Doesn't do a lot of ACC stuff, and I was like the lead administrator. So when I went on my break, it kind of died. And therefore, there just wasn't a lot there. But Justin Swan did good work. Simeon Naku did good work, but he didn't do anything for me. Mostly because he refused. He did his own team, and that was it. Problem with Simeon's stuff was getting it to be the right size. Diogo Matos has got a good lap going. Looks like Matos' livery is still non-functional. Either that or that is what it's supposed to look like. I guess that's also on the table.
Here he are. The
Can't
boy
tell
in
you.
the bright black sports car.
Well, not pole yet for Matos. That was fourth quickest, but that was his first crack. He'll have some more time.
More time for crack. You heard it
Gary
here first.
Pattenden in the Track Tool team car is having a pretty decent run here. They've gone from Milwaukee to DeWalt as their predominant sponsor this season. Well informed Mr. Matos, then Mr. Casey Jones, that the livery is non-functional, and he may want to look at the upload to the package. Because I do before every race a synchronization of the livery pack. So if it's not working here, then it's not working in the package. All right, here we go. Let's see. 8th place, not bad. Johan Viviers, currently about 6/10 up. Threat to pole. Could be pole here with this lap. And this should do it. Yep. Viviers to pole for the time being. Nathan Gray's also got a good lap going for the Los Patos Hermanos Aston Martin.
Drive faster.
Although, actually, KC, if you want to tell Matos, I think he's just picked the wrong livery because he's not showing his stunt possum as his team name. So I'm wondering if straight
He's
up
done a heel turn.
he's just selected the wrong livery, and he may actually be completely correct in the package.
He's done a heel turn. He has betrayed the stunt possums.
He's betrayed the possums. It was me, Austin.
I did that for the rock.
Now, my personal favorite of the whole Austin getting run over thing before it beat Rikishi and Triple H and so on was Shane McMahon trying to convince Austin that Steve Blackman ran him over. And like Austin just having none of it.
Casey says that Homeboy made some unauthorized changes to the livery and it's probably malfunctioning and that he shall be destroyed.
Gotcha.
And good evening to Mario. My brain, I'm squinting, I'm trying to read it.
Track Tool team on vacation? I see one member of the Track Tool team out there. We got Kerry Patton in. I know that there's normally more than just him. And Lammer's coming to the line. 11th quickest, not bad. Matos is on an illegal lap, so we're not going to pay attention to him. Nathan Gray is up about 3/10. Probably not a threat to pull, and especially not after that turn. He just lost 2/10. but still should be a slight improvement and moves up into 4th place, displacing Thomas Wong. Oh, we have 2 track tool team members today. We have David Slater. He just hasn't come out of the pits. May have some kind of penalty that precludes him from qualifying.
Like the death penalty.
Well, no, not that. That would go beyond precluding you from qualifying. And we have Jack Biddle, who apparently has joined the track tool team, so that's good. Actually, you know what? That DeWalt livery looks really nice on the Bentley, I think. The Bentley is like my least favorite car in this game to drive. It's just because it is right-hand side drive. And everything feels wrong. Everything feels wrong.
What if it was middle drive?
That'd be a bit weird.
You have to sit between the seats.
But you can see that the driver is on the right-hand side by looking.
And then, what if they gave you a pilot's yoke instead?
It's up 4/10. Just could move him just edge of the top 10 right now. See if we can pick up a little bit more time.
Oh, yeah, that was me, Mario. I definitely call you Feijoada because funny. And I think I was hungry at the time.
And Biddle does go 11th quickest. Jack Biddle does not have a flag. Interesting. I wonder if that means that he is from one of the countries that are just not in the game. Dennis Hook, you are the last lap of any real consequence. Oral Jha is out there, but he is currently slower than his best lap. And Matt Gale is out there, but he is currently illegal. So, the only person worth considering right now is the Hook.
The Hook always brings you back.
And he'll move up into 15th place.
On that you can rely.
Matt Gale, like I said, on an illegal lap. And Oral Jha out there in 7th place currently. Slight improvement. Not enough to move up past 7th place, though. And it will be Matt Gale, who I am being shown is on an illegal lap, but I could be getting faulty data on the matter. Because he is still out there trying to finish the lap, so that, to me, suggests that he thinks it's legal. And it is legal. He goes 3rd quickest. All right. Shall we give the grid a rundown? Starting on pole position will be Johan Viviers, joined by Shanu Murasanu on the front row. Matt Gale and Diogo Matos are on row 2. Sean Young and Nathan Gray are on row 3. Row 4, Thomas Wong and Oral Jha. Row 5, a very solid run from Sven van de Velde and Kerry Pattenden. Row 6, Robert Volt and Jack Biddle. Row 7, Anton Lammers and Andreas Hansen. I am noting that there is somebody... Okay, they came back in. Somebody appears to be having some internet connection, so hopefully they can sort that out. Dennis Hook and InfoCraft is on row 8. Adrian Maroon and Idris Cahill, row 9. Ron Morley and Nicholas Light, row 10. Dee Hines and Robert Stoltz, row 11. Pat Fortune and Bo Zur, row 12. Bram Hoven and Rion Lachare, row 13. Chris Stancer and Nathan B., row 14. Jas van de Velde and Lucas Joubert, row 15. Row 16, Balash Kolarich and Bromine. And then at the back, it'll be Werner Jacobs and the non-qualifying Mickey Tabor. Well, it looks like we've lost David Slater at some point as well. So hopefully...
Who's listening to Slater?
Slater, not Slayer.
Oh, Slater Gator.
All right, let me update my standings page with the pole positions. This marks a second consecutive pole for Johan Viviers. He was on pole at Monza as well. So good work by him. And actually with the same bronze pole sitter as well with Shanu Marasano. Finally, the iron pole going to Thomas Wong. That is also the same. So actually the exact same pole positions as at Monza. Not particularly surprising. This is a very grunt-based track. If you're going to be strong at Monza, you're probably going to be strong at Paul Ricard. And we'll go to the Helicam because Byron likes it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah for the Helicam. See, these guys just don't know how to build tracks like me. I'm a professional track builder.
You are.
What you got to do is you build a huge straightaway with a hairpin at the end off the start, so you get maximum amount of carnage.
I'm afraid Trackmania track logic doesn't really work in real life, though.
Why not?
Byron does do excellent Trackmania tracks if anybody plays that game.
You gotta make it like Macau, but you make it double wide so people can actually pass.
I don't think the issue with the Macau is honestly the width of the track.
I think it is.
Parts of it are very, very wide, actually.
Wow, Mike's the track shaming now.
The entire front section is very, very wide. I'm just checking out the penalties right now. And looks like we've only got 2-time penalties served. Johan Viviers has a 5-second penalty, and Oral Shaw has a 10-second penalty. So they will serve those at their pit stops. Which, to be honest, is a low number of penalties. I'm used to seeing more. Any plans today, Byron?
I think I am going to have a nap at some point. Other than that, it's all up in the air.
It is so warm outside. I'm going to be staying in today. I have plans to do a podcast reviewing UFC Vegas 109 from last night, which I watched this morning. Where I'm going to have to be like, some of the fights were good, but this is still really low quality.
And one guy got powerbombed to hell.
And I'll probably... Yeah, I saw that. Shit. I'm blanking on his last name for some reason.
Steve.
No. Smith. Elijah Smith.
Oh, I was close.
Powerbombed Kazama to his death. Kazama is maybe the worst bantamweight on the UFC roster. He's quite terrible.
Wow.
He has
But
no
he looks like
functioning striking
$100.
game at all, and he's kind of small. So that's the other problem.
Yeah, he's got a small. He fights at atom weight. The guy's 100
small
pounds.
for a bantamweight, sir.
I could throw that guy 100 yards.
Probably. I mean, if he could be powerbombed by Elijah Smith, probably the answer is he could be thrown by a lot of people. My boy Steve Urseg did not do super well, though. He did win, but
He did win, somehow.
It was not great.
It was a near thing.
Rough times.
Well, it's 5 o'clock in Portugal. Time to add a little something to the juice.
Stunt Possum going to continue to carry you with results. I don't know, Casey. I think at some point you're going to have to get points in a race. All right. We are out on the warm-up lap, although Vivieres got off to a fair lead. He's like, catch up. Got 2 Lexuses on his tail. And then we got the McLaren, Ferrari, Aston Martin, McLaren, and 2 Ferraris, and another McLaren in your top 10. Lots of McLarens, lots of Ferraris in the field. Lexus is a relatively popular car as well. And I'd say everything else is fairly rare, to be honest. We've got others. We've got a Honda, we've got a Bentley, we've got a Mercedes, a couple of Mustangs, a couple of Porsches, I think, in the field. I'm only seeing one at the moment, but I think there are more. And, of course, the BMW, which is a super simple and easy car to learn, is also out there as well.
Senor Ferreira has corrected me. It is 8 o'clock in Portugal. I knew I'd get an answer if I just said something out loud. I've gone with the nuclear option of adding some 100-proof vodka to my lemonade.
Oh, boy.
It's good times. I see that somebody else has added some vodka to their lemonade. Look at that guy weaving all over the place.
Accusing Matt Gale of drinking.
They're more encouraging.
He's just trying to get some heat in the tires.
He's going to get some heat with the boys.
Got a cold track. We have the opposite of last week, actually, where we had the super warm track at Monza. Now we have the super cold track. 19 degrees Celsius. Matt, where are you?
Weehaw! Getting some heat in the tires.
Matt is taking a different layout of Paul Ricard on the warm-up lap here.
Currently listening to Supertramp Take the Long Way Home.
There are, of course, like 20 different layouts of Paul Ricard, I think, when it comes down to it. So there's a lot of random bits of track. Looks like everybody but Jack Biddle's flag is working. Oh, no. Never mind. Dennis Hook. Dennis Hook has a missing flag.
R.I.P. He is stateless. He will never be allowed to leave the track.
And I know that his flag is in the game, so that feels intentional. Whether it's intentional by him or if it's intentional by the other admins, I don't know. So the only 2 flags in the field that are non-functional. Everybody else is good to go. As we approach the green flag.
Mike, when are we going to get the all Edsel Grand Prix?
And the green lights have been given. Vivieres leads the way down to turn 1 from Murasanu and Gale. Matos is in the mix as well. Looks like Murasanu going for the lead. A little too late on the brakes. And Vivieres will snake out in front. And it is still the Lexuses in 2nd and 3rd place. Not seeing any real carnage. Which is, you know, both good and bad. And here's where the timing line kind of gets messed up on the first lap. Every race. There we go.
I can see them racing Vivieres tonight.
Oh, long. No professional hater today. That's a disappointment.
Unprofessional.
We enjoy the professional hater. Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be that kind of day. My race control has crashed.
No.
Okay. Question is,
uncontrollable.
will it reconnect without re-entering the server?
Retrieve re-entry. Retrieve it.
Nope. Sorry, everybody. We're gonna have to quick
Worst.
duck out, duck back in.
Casey has extended the curse. Unprofessional of him. I salute.
Well, we had this
all the
problem
shenanigans.
at Snetterton as well. It just happens.
Won't you take me to Snetterton? Boom, 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 boom.
Be nice if it would just let me reconnect without having to go out of the server, but it is what it is.
Check out the green rainbow nostril.
All right, so Vivieres still leads. Second place belongs to Marissa Anu, third to Gale, so the Lexuses are still there. Sean Young is in fourth. Fifth place belongs to Nathan Gray. Sixth place to Thomas Wong. Seventh place to Robert Volt. Then it's Oral Jha up into the top 10, along with Jack Biddle in the Bentley, who's looking to make a move here. Can he get through? That Bentley's got serious grunt. It's a powerhouse on the straightaways. This is a very good track for it. And he is going to be ahead. All right. And rounding off the top 10, we have Sven van de Velde in the Marlboro car. So we've got 2 irons in the top 10. That's really nice. Kerry Patton in on the tail, along with Dennis Hook. Nathan Gray is thinking about making a move on Sean Young. Gray is the championship leader in the silver category. Young is second in the bronze category. So this is a pretty important fight, even though they are not per se competing with each other. Casey pointing out that Diogo Matos has dropped back in the field. And he is correct, but he is racing back through, overtaking Idris Cahill for 13th spot. And Cahill is kind of proving to be a little bit of a cork in the bottle right now, because he's got Info Craft and Anton Lammers right behind him as well.
Would there be perhaps a war starting there with Info?
Perhaps. Yellow flag is out for Robert Stoltz. Sure, let's see if we can figure out what happened to the Ferrari. I like this livery personally. So that is, I think, Bram Hover right behind him. Oh! Yeah, Hover is quite late on the brakes there. And Robert Stoltz does take a spin. Meantime, Thomas Wong dropping back through the field, but he seems to be okay. Must have just gotten jostled offline maybe by Oral Jha or by Jack Biddle. D. Hines having a solid run in the Stunt Possum Ferrari. Casey, while you're in chat, what is with your teammates picking the 488 Ferrari over the 296 Ferrari? What's the logic in going old school there, my man? Making his way through into 18th place. It's obviously working out, so like I'm not criticizing the move. I'm just intrigued. Stump Possums are having an excellent season outside of Casey Jones. Ron Morley on the tail of Anton Lammers. Lammers looks to the inside of Hines, but does not make a move. Sven van de Velde in a battle with Leon Lautre, as well as Werner Jacobs, who started at dead last and has made his way up into 28th place. So he's on a charge. Also, we have an early pit stop. This one coming in from... Oh, my lord, look at that front end.
Yikes. Too many pouches in your lip there, bud.
Rouse, yeah, I can see that.
That car looked like the average Zen user.
I see. So
you have
the stunt bosses believe that the old 488 is currently better than the 296. Interesting. I'm so used to 296 when it came into the game and was overpowered, so it's probably been adjusted since then. Ah. Nathan B putting the pressure on Chris Stancer. Black Lung Bandits versus the classic McLaren. And further up, Hines might have another spot here against Nicholas Light in the Mustang. There is the overtake. Oh, they may both lose out, though, to Anton Lammers in the green McLaren, and Ron Morley in the purple BMW. And Lammers gets both of them. Morley just gets Light. Nice move. Further up, Dennis Hook on the tail of Kerry Pattison. Battle for 10th place. There is call for the replay of the Nathan and Diogo incident. Unfortunately, that is too far back for me to get a replay of.
And also classified.
I am limited by a 1-minute window. Thomas Wong dropping back again. What is up with Thomas Wong? We just kind of, every so often he comes across our notice, he's just losing multiple spots. Don't know what's going on. Mickey Taylor picking up a spot over Lucas Joubert. Ah, Joubert has brought back the proper Griffin livery. I appreciate that. I take all credit for nagging on them about their livery. The classic Griffin flies again. Oral Shaw up on the tail of Robert Volt, who's having a very solid day in that Honda. Which, if memory serves, not amazing around this track, but it's been a while since I have gone through a detailed look at the matter. We've got calls for Vivier's lap time, 54.442, fastest lap of the race. So he is cooking. Side note, Shannon Mursandu, who's in second place, does not yet have a legal lap. So, congratulations, Shannon. Robert Stoltz trying to make a comeback through the field after getting nudged in the rear. And it's Werner Jacobs he's getting past. And David Slater is showing as a yellow flag, but I also don't seem to have a connection with David, so unfortunately his car is kind of just ghosting out there. Shaw going for the move on Robert Volt, and that will be 6th place for the Ferrari driver. This is the season I think Oral's thinking championship. He's currently in 2nd place, 3 points back of Nathan Gray. He's got a win at Monza to his name, and also a 2nd place at Spa. Really just a bad round at Snetterton is holding him back.
You say bad round, I say creative driving.
Factoring in drop scores, he would actually be in 1st place, but I think it's a little bit early to be considering the drop scores. We got time.
But do we have space?
Thiago Matos making up a spot there over Dennis Hook, moving into the top 10 once again. Next on his list will be Kerry Pattinen. And another spot lost by Thomas Wong. He's still the top iron in the field, so he's probably not that bothered by it, but he is dropping like a stone right now. And that doesn't feel good. Even if you're losing out to cars that you're not really racing against, it doesn't feel good to be dropping back like he's doing. Sven van de Velde in a battle with Pat Fortune of the Stunt Possums. This is for 26th overall and 8th place in the iron category, so 4 points on offer. And we have our second pit stopper of the day. Jos van de Velde is in with a little bit of front-end damage, but nothing too significant. Matos getting past Kerry Pattinen, and Dennis Hook may also find a way past the Track and Tool McLaren, but not at the moment. Ninth place for Matos now. Now, we were saying earlier that Viviers is flying. I think actually part of his advantage here is that Shannon Murasanu does appear to be holding the pack up. It does seem like Matt Gale and Nathan Gray probably both have the pace advantage over him. It's just, catching is one thing, passing is another thing. And as somebody who drives the Lexus a fair bit, it's a little bit of a cheat code as far as staying in front is concerned. It is a car that excels at defense. Infocraft having a battle with Idris Cahill. This is over 14th place at the moment. Oh, that's David Slater. I was following a yellow flag, but I forgot I can't actually see David's car.
Ghost Riders in the sky.
He's not in last... Well, he is in last place now, but he wasn't in last place. So the server is... He's connected to the server to a certain degree. It's just we can't see him.
He's a mysterious force. For good or for evil, that is unknown.
Oral Shaw is caught up to the back of Sean Young. This is for 5th place. These two guys who are both in 2nd place in their respective championships. We talked about Jaw earlier being 3 points back of Nathan Gray. Young is 2 points back of Philip Newless. Newless, by the way, not here today. So we will have a new bronze leader. Whether it's Sean Young or not, we'll find out. Could be Adrian Marood. Could be Shanu Murasanu. I think those are actually the only other two options. I'm looking down at Felix Kramer, who, one, is not here, and two, I think cannot catch Newless with one round. So, it will be one of those three.
If not four.
Robert Volt catching up to the back of Jack Biddle in the Bentley. We saw Biddle overtake Volt earlier, so it would be interesting if he could repass him, but that's Matos from the background as well, so we have the stunt possum McLaren as, in addition to the Honda chasing the Bentley. This could be the move time for Matos.
Do it.
He's alongside Volt. And I wouldn't say he's quite got it yet. Now I do.
Moves.
Now I do. Next on his list will be Jack Biddle. Features Cahill overtaking Thomas Wong. Thomas Wong, what is up? You are just sliding backwards. And, like, the problem is, when you were losing out to silver drivers, that's not a big deal. You're not battling with them. You're not long-term going to be able to keep up with them. But, like, the car behind Cahill, Infocraft, that Mustang, that's an iron car. So you're falling back into the grips of your own actual rivals. This is not good. I wonder if he's just having a massive issue with tire temp. He's gone from top 10 to 14th place. And Kraft is on the hunt in the Ford Performance Mustang.
Dun, 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 dun.
Matos is on the tail of Biddle. There's also a couple battles going on here because you got Pattenden right on the tail of Volt right behind, and behind them you've got Marood and Dennis Hook going to war. Marood going side by side with Hook, but Hook for the time being will hang on. Cyber Racing versus the Nubs Racing Division. Must say it's a bit weird seeing Nubs Racing Division be down to just Adrian Marood in this server. I was used to seeing a lot more of those guys.
You could say that they are down to the nubs.
D. Hines was giving off a yellow flag, but I think he just went wide at a turn. We can see if we can pick up what happened. Oh, just looks like he got very wide.
And now D. Hines is behind.
Getting chased by Nicholas Light in the Ford Performance Mustang. I wonder if the Ford Performance Mustangs are teammates, or if this is just a side effect of the fact that there's very few Mustang liveries in the game. Andreas Hansen with maybe the first actual planned pit stop. Working the undercut. The other pit stops we have seen have come with significant frontal damage, so Hansen, the first one whose car looks drivable, as Matos makes his way past Biddle and into 7th place. Monza winner Oral Ja is on the charge. Right now, he's behind the only person that really matters to him, and that is Nathan Gray. And the Bentley's coming back at Matos. Robert Volt behind them going, yes, yes, let the hate flow through you.
Yeah, the amperage.
update that Cyber Racing had a huge week last week, and they moved into first place.
Notify penalized them heavily.
We have a little train forming behind D. Hines. Nathan B. making moves. Overtaking Bram Hoven. Now, Robert Stoltz will tell you to be careful around Bram Hoven, because he did give him a little bramming up the butt side.
The bombing of Bramhoven.
Nicholas Light on the tail of D. Hines. Also in this mix is Mickey Taylor. Mickey has not seemed to like that McLaren since changing into it. His results have not been solid. Previously one of the Ferrari crew. I saw a yellow flag. I wanted to go check it out, and then I looked at the name next to it. It's David Slater. So, I mean, I could go there. I can go there if you. Oh my God, we can see his car.
Lord have mercy! Not only yellow flag, but yellow car.
Oral Shaw coming up behind Sean Young. Looking to make the move. Not important. What is important is that this frees him up to chase down Nathan Gray if he can get the job done. Young ends up going quite wide. And Shaw will take over as the lead Ferrari of the bunch outside of Vivieres. Curiosity. No, it is 296. Okay. I was going to say. I was wondering if one of the 488s was one of the top Ferraris, and the answer is no. They're all the newer brand. Newer model, I should say. The top 488 in the field is Pat Fortune. Oh, pardon me. Not Pat. D. Hines. D. Hines. Who has still got a lot of company behind him. In the form of Light, Hoven, Nathan B. Oh. Light slips through. So does Nathan B. in the background, making a move on Bram Hoven. And D is really not on a comfortable line right now. And Bram Hoven's going to get past because he blocked it. Oh, no!
Oh, boy.
Bram Hoven! That's the second time we've caught that on camera, Bram. It's not good. D. Hines in the pits. I'm not sure if this is a plan or kind of a requirement now.
Whoa, Black Betty, Bram a lamb.
D. Hines is a 488, is he not, Casey? Looks like a 488 to me.
It's actually a 4570.
The back end is usually the giveaway. A couple of pit stops are in play. We've got Maroon in the pits, Hines, Nathan B. So there is some strategy becoming a part of the game. By the way, Matos at some point got past Sean Young. We missed that. My apologies. He's up to 5th place. D is in a McLaren per Casey Jones. Did I not realize that? I did not realize that. I see. Not used to these teams with their, like, really, really all over the place vehicle choices.
I demand at least 3 Studebakers per race. And the Mazda 626.
Yellow flag out for Idris Cahill, but I think that just might have been an awkward pit entry from him.
Hi, McLaren. I got Asterix and Obelix. I just noticed that. Nice. Like that. Well done. R.I.P. all these guys.
We have a train forming behind Sean Young, as he's got Jack Biddle in the Bentley, the Honda of Robert Volt, the McLaren of Kerry Pattinen, and not too far back, you got Dennis Hook in the Porsche. The car behind Hook is a lapped car, I do believe, because that's not Thomas Wong, who's shown in 11th place. Robert Stoltz in the pits, as well as Pat Fortune.
You think Pat's got a daughter?
Oh, Volt going very wide and drops a couple spots.
And if he had a daughter, would she then be Miss Fortune?
League of Legends, let's go!
It's your boy. If you'd like to see some hot, nasty League of Legends action, Mike streams League of Legends every single day.
I do not.
Morning, noon, and night.
I have not played that game in a long time. I just tried downloading it not too long ago because my brother was like bugging me about it, and it won't even work.
That's hilarious.
And I'm reading up on Reddit. It's like, yeah, there's a bunch of like problems. You just got to keep reinstalling it until it works. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
I had that issue, what was it, Assassin's Creed Origins? I'd never played an Assassin's Creed game before, but I honestly, I like the Ubisoft copy-pasta gameplay loop, where it's the same gameplay for every game, but I like running around and finding little treasures, and you do missions and stuff like that. I like that. And, but I could not get the game to work. And I did all kinds of research about why this, that, and the other's happening. Like it'd bring up the Ubisoft like loader, and it would load up. Like you could see the loading little window for the game. It would bring that up and then just stop. And they're like, "Oh, you got to put Steam into compatibility mode." And I tried that, and then somebody else was like, "Oh, you got to go into this file in the thing, and you've got to change this property to that, and you've got to edit this file and like I did all that, and it still didn't work. And a reboot of the computer, like, well, maybe that's all I need to do. No, that didn't work. Then compatibility mode started screwing up like a bunch of my other games, so I changed it back out of compatibility mode. Only Steam didn't like that and decided that I was still in compatibility mode for forever. It took me like 2 weeks to get this thing fixed. And eventually...
Use suggestions.
Yeah, well, I mean, all you could do is like do the same thing over and over, so I started, I don't know, over and over, taking myself out of compatibility mode, and then I would reboot the computer, and then try it again, and oh no, you're still in compatibility mode, and then I had to find some other sideways solution for that. And eventually it was nice. Oh, very Arizona iced tea. Eventually, it's one of those. There's no good ending to this story. It eventually just worked. Eventually, Steam was out of compatibility mode, and Assassin's Creed Origins also loaded up. I have no explanation as to what worked, but a combination of everything and then undoing half of it worked.
Oh, Somebody took a really, really interesting route through there. I think that was Idris Cahill.
Was that not an exit from the pit?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what that was.
Bowser
that's what he was just merging.
Werner Jacobs and then lost the spot. Well, it might have been. I think he took a little bit further than the pit exit generally allows, but.
Mm-hmm.
If the steward is not going to take any action, it's fine.
Steward.
We have claims that Diogo Matos is on the pole for the silver. He is not. On the podium. He is in 4th place.
He is currently dancing around that pole.
The podium right now would be Viviers, Gale, and Ja. But he's close. He's definitely charging back. Bozer, this season with Los Patos Hermanos, is one of those guys I was talking about earlier that are making great strides. He's gone from one of the tailgate Charlies to a championship leader. Well, second place at the moment, but I do feel like he'll probably take the lead after today because the leader, Max Cruz, is absent. And for the record, Max is also a... I don't think the 10 seconds is going to matter, though, because Viviers is currently over 10 seconds ahead of Matt Gale. So if you're relying on that to promote Diogo, I don't think it's going to work because Gale's 10 seconds up, Jaw's 12 seconds behind Gale. So I don't think so. You'll need something stronger.
Like heroin.
Now, mind you, that something stronger is right now overtaking Oral Jaa, and that will be the podium. Lucas Joubert's blue flagged Ferrari or McLaren? I'm not sure. Playing a role there. McLaren. So Diogo up to third. Jaa not give it up though. The Ferrari wants a piece. And he does get the overtake done again.
Very nice. Whoa,
baby! They come together.
Right
Collision
now.
between Jaa and Matos.
Over me.
Spins out Matos. And Kerry Pattendon says, thank you very much. I'll take the spot.
Right to my Matos. But what about Bozer the Destructor?
Sven Van de Velde making his way through. Most of the pit stops have happened. Who's yet to pit? It's basically the top 8. Mickey Taylor up to Viviers. Robert Stoltz continuing his charge through the field. He got rear-ended earlier on by Bram Hoven. And that unfortunately has put him a little bit behind the... Oh! Wong and Kraft are off. Hang on. Let's have a look here. Oh boy! What is...
Yeehaw.
What is Kraft doing?
Not being crafty enough.
He parked it right on the apex. Yeah, I can't fault Thomas for that at all. Is Kraft still in the server, or was that a system failure? I don't see him on my timing board, so it looks like we've lost InfoCraft, at least for the time being. And we have Lammers, Pattenden, and Matos in the pit lane.
Life in the pit
also
lane.
Have a off-road expedition by Idris Cahill. He went off once, and then he just kind of stayed off. What? Why are you going across the sand, Idris?
That is kind of hilarious. It's the safest
off
rejoin
again.
I've ever seen.
He's off again. Oh boy.
Super safe rejoin.
And Andreas Hansen's going to pick up a spot and be like, thank you very much, sir. I'll take that. Matos and Pattenden have rejoined the track after their pit stops side by side. And for the time being, Matos is ahead. I think that'll probably become somewhat more permanent. Just feels like Pattenden's not quite been on his pace, but we'll see. Pattenden's had a pretty... Pattenden is having the most unpatented race ever, actually, because he's normally in the thick of it. Like, normally you could just stick the camera on him and action will follow. But he's just been, like, quietly doing his job. And he's running pretty solidly in the top 10. He's 10th place right now. He'll overtake Taylor and Morley for sure because of the pit stops. probably be nobody else, but that'd still be about 8th place. Morley, by the way, in the pits right now. In the Purple People Eater.
He's from Minnesota?
No, his BMW's the very purple one. And because it's got the really wide mouth on it, it's the People Eater. Until somebody comes up with the purple Mercedes, then that will be the Purple People Eater. There's a reason we call the Mercedes the wide mouth bass.
Because it eats frogs.
I mean, amongst other things, yes. Mato's coming back at Pattinen. Nice defense by Pattenden. He's also got his teammate there in the form of Jack Biddle in the Bentley. So, possible to do some teamwork, although he gets very wide there and he might lose out to both of them now. Nope, he'll rejoin ahead of Biddle. Alright, well, he's been overtaken by Matos once. We'll see if Matos can stay there this time. Biddle looking to make the move. Three wide, maybe?
Here I am,
Adrian
stuck in the
Maroon in the
middle with
background.
you.
Along with Robert Volt. And Oral Jaw in the pit lane. So Mickey Taylor will be winning the Max Simmons Award today for longest first stint. Will he get to lead a lap? Looks like he will. Takes the lead from Oral Jaw. Viviers will take the effective lead of the race. And somebody who's made a big move from the pit lane is Nathan Gray. The Silver Championship leader, winner at Spa, 4th place at Snetterton and 4th place at Monza. He's been picking up consistent results for Las Patos Hermanos. And he's looking at a podium right now. Murasanu dropping back a couple of spots off the pit stop. But still bronze leader. Just trying to figure out where Taylor will come out here. Let's see here. What's a pit time we're talking about? Got our usual gap. He would fall back. About to where Thomas Wong is. So Ron Morley, Thomas Wong area. Be behind Morley. But maybe ahead, maybe behind Wong.
It would be Wong on so many levels.
Matt East in the chat saying very happy to see Shannon Murasander doing very well. Oral Jaw battling with Robert Volt. So Jaw has fallen down a fair bit through the order because of his penalty. He's gone from fighting with Matos for 3rd place to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th place in silver. Will overtake Robert Volt. Volt doesn't tend to fight the silver cars all that hard. Realizes that this is not really his fight.
You think you think Robert might drive a Volvo?
And also that Adrian Marood might fight Oral Jaw and lose that time. And Volt would be more than down to try to take that spot away from him. Now, if Volt feels that he's being held up, and it seems like he is, he may come back at Jaw, though. Jaw trying to find heat in the tires, I imagine, having been in the pits recently.
Get yourself some new tires,
Slater
some new
watch.
brake pads, and some new hydraulic fluid.
Shanu Marasanu currently on the tail of Nathan Gray. Lexus v Aston Martin. Two of my favorite cars. Maybe my two favorite cars, actually. I have yet to do a full season in an Aston Martin. That's going to be my next one. When I get around to doing a season in ACC, it will be an Aston Martin season.
Will you be playing James Bond themes the entire time?
Yes.
Excellent.
It'll be Moonraker theme all day.
Dingly dang 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 ding dingly dang dang dang. Wee doo doo doo. No more full play.
Oh, Oral Jaw gets into it with Adrian Marood and not in the way like you want. Robert Volt goes through, but he's unable to capitalize on catching up to Marood. Taylor is still out there. Once he pits, I'll give you a rundown of the divisional standings. I don't think he's on a good path right now. His last couple of laps have not been very good, and he's losing ground to just about everyone that's relevant. Like, I thought he'd be out around Thomas Wong. He's definitely behind Thomas Wong at this point.
We got our Infocraft in chat, sir. What the heck was that? Game crashed. Oh, his game crashed mid-turn. While he was overtaking.
I figured that was something similar to that, yeah. You parked that car at the exact wrong position for for Thomas Wong, I'll say that much.
I thought it was funny myself.
It was hilarious. But very unfortunate. You can get back in there, Info. Come on. Get back out there. There's points on offer.
As long as you don't finish last. If the person who finishes
Matos
last,
looking for
we're
a way
sending off
past.
to a desert island.
And I don't think that there was contact there. But Sean Young ended up losing control. Can we get a better look at that?
Noted 80s actress Sean Young.
I don't think there was contact. It looks like Young just kind of lost it. Alright, Taylor's in the pits. Andres Hansen has been deposited on the outside. What has happened to him? Was battling with Ron Morley in the Purple People Eater. Looks like he just loses the back end. Alright, so top 5. We can go to top 10 through silver. Johan Vivier still leads the way in the orange and gray Ferrari. Matt Gale is on his tail, though. This has suddenly turned into a race. Gale in second place. Third belongs to Nathan Gray. Fourth to Dennis Hook. Fifth to Diego Matos. Sixth to Jack Biddle in the Bentley. 7 for Kerry Pattinen. 8th place for Oral Shaw. 9th from Anton Lammers. And the last points paying position is Ron Morley in the Purple People Eater. In the bronze category, Shanu Murasanu has been leading pretty much all day. Sean Young is in second place despite the awkward spin he just had. Adrian Marood is in third. Robert Volt fourth. 5th place for Idris Cahill. 6th place for Andreas Hansen. 7th place for Chris Stancer. 8th place for David Slater, but I cannot honestly tell you where he is. And in the iron category, it is Thomas Wong leading from Nicholas Light. Nathan B. Bram Hoven in 3rd place. 4th place, Sven van de Velde. 5th place, Lucas Joubert. 6th place, Pat Fortune. 7th place, D. Hines for the Stud Possum team. 8th place, Robert Stoltz. 9th place, Ballas Kulrich. And at the back of the pack is Bo Zur, but he is on for a point, which is important.
Bozer the Destructor.
Sven van de Velde would like a podium in the category. Thank you. He is on the tail and looking for the move on Bram Hoven. That is not the track, Sven.
I mean, it might be.
It's not, though.
Who are you to dictate what is and is not the track?
I'm not the dictator of the track. The track is.
Some kind of tractator.
You did definitely do something by pressing the brakes. You basically stopped right on the apex of the turn.
Correct.
It was pretty funny.
Let us assure you, you came to a halt.
You basically did the speed bump on Thomas Wong. Still in first place in his class, so he's not. I imagine he's not too bothered by it. He's got about 16 seconds still on Nicholas Light. So still leading iron. If Johan Viviers comes home in first place, he'll be the first person to have the clean sweep this season, a pole fastest lap and a win. But Matt Gale at the moment is plowing on through. Gale was the winner at Snetterton, and he's in the lead once again. Trying to do some rough calculations for the championship while keeping an eye on things. It's hard work being a commentator.
Well, I believe if Infocraft rejoins the race, he will be the champion.
Quite possible. As it stands, we have a yellow flag out for Nathan B. Let's have a look at what happened to the Marlboro Black Lung Bandit car.
He got smoked.
He's on the tail of one of the Mustangs. Just kind of hit a bump. Lost control.
Bump.
Marood is battling with Oral Jaw and Robert Volt. This battle's been going on for way longer than I expected it to be, to be honest. Jaw is going to move through once again.
You think Oral has a sibling named Anal?
Oh boy.
I'm just asking these questions. No one else wants to say it out loud.
He's got the cautions on. What's going on here?
Yeah, put the four-way blinkers on and leave him on for the whole race.
As things stand, Nathan Gray will extend his championship lead at the top of the pile to 13 points over Oral Jaw and Diego Matos. After that, it would be Viviers and then Hook.
Hook. Ren Hook.
I'll have the bronze calculations in a bit. We have a couple of battles to pay attention to. Idris Cahill is on the tail of Anton Lammers. And Jaw is now on the tail of Sean Young. Looking to make the moves. should get the job done without too much fuss. Also got Van de Velde on the tail of Bram Hoven. Bram has been a source of entertainment. Let's go with that word. Throughout this race. So we'll see how that goes.
When you get that dude, Ramon Barthez and Klapsul in a trios showdown to the death. And maybe Yuri Prochazka. I mean, Kratochvil.
Well, Kratochvil, I think it's just an internet connection problem. Not done to drive.
Yeah, largely. It's just still funny.
And Volt going at it. This is for a podium in the iron category or the bronze category, which is key because both these guys are, well, more so Marud, but both these guys are somewhat involved in the championship.
Is it true that the champion gets a coupon for 50% off a frozen lasagna?
Maybe.
Excellent.
Very random. So bronze as it stands. Championship lead would go to Sean Young. He would lead by 6 points over Murasanu. Followed by Marud, the absent Philip Newlis. And then no one else really matters. It's really those four.
Wow. Hurtful.
From a championship standpoint, it's definitely becoming a four-horse race.
Yo, the Dream Crusher Magus over here.
I crush dreams. I smash dreams.
No, that's the other guy.
I've been adopted by the Villaseñor clan.
By the way, if anybody wants to hear something very funny, I want everybody on the server to change their last name to Villanueva.
I will kill you.
So funny. Nothing, like, there's two real, like, quality ways to pronounce it, and I can't do either of them. It's the funniest thing. Especially if you change your name to Raul Villanueva. And everybody put NASA Shark on your car. Incoherency.
Do not do that to me. Do not do that to me.
Total incoherency for hours on end. You might have a stroke. So maybe you don't do that.
I will 100% have some kind of cardiac event at that point.
There will be an event, medical or drug-induced.
I can't help it.
He may be...
One of the BMWs just kind of completely loses control. That was Bowser. Everyone managed to get through there relatively unscathed. Oh, no, never mind. Dennis Hook was taken out. And also picked up a drive-through penalty for cutting the track. Well, that's not good.
Sir, it appears that D. Hines is behind again.
Well, yeah. It's never been at the front.
I just like making that joke. I'm sorry, D.
Oh, Sven van de Velde moving up into second place in the iron category. Displacing Nicholas Light. I keep wanting to say Zach Light because that's the MMA fighter, but obviously that's not the case.
What was there? There's another guy with the last name Lighty, wasn't there?
There's a couple. Shane Lytle.
No. There was a manager, a musical manager named Shane Lighty, I think it was.
Shane Lighty was a kickboxer and MMA fighter.
Maybe it was... anyway, Lighty was the guy's last name. He managed a whole bunch of people like 50 Cent and Fat Joe and like a lot of people. Chris Chris Lighty. That's the guy's name. Like he managed a ton of people.
Just trying to come up with the iron standings for you guys. A couple of drive-thrus will throw this off, though. Pardon me. We just did this. Nicholas Light going in to serve his penalty. That will promote Bram Hoven to the iron podium.
Is he Hove's interview?
Mm-hmm. Nathan B to 4th place. Lucas Schubert to 5th place. Interesting note. Lucas Schubert, no points this season so far. That will hopefully end today. He's been out there kicking some ass. Pat Fortune and D. Hines. Has Light come out of the pits? Yes, yeah. So Light will be behind them. That'll be 4 points for him. And then Stoltz and Kollish.
Stoltz Foots. We have a person cheering in chat for the 969 and 995.
Right.
969, nice.
That is Andreas Hansen in the 969.
Correct. And Nathan Gray.
And so Las Patos Hermanos basically cheering section.
See? Grande.
Laurel Jaw on the tail of Kerry Pattenden. Looking to move up here into 6th place in category, 7th place overall. Alright, so I have a rough iron work through here. No points for the top 2 guys in the standings means that Max Cruz still in the lead. 4 points ahead of Pat Fortune and Bozer. No, never mind. Thomas Wong actually swings into the lead. So Wong on 44, Cruz 41, 37 each for Bozer and Pat Fortune, and 34 points for D. Hines. That's kind of your championship pitcher guys. Quick adjustments to the standings for the iron or the silver class, so that I can hopefully give you a rundown at the end of things. Mostly because of Dennis Hook's problems. Ooh, Idris Cahill gets a drive-through penalty at the end. Oh boy. Should be able to get out of that without losing position, honestly, just because of how spread out he is from the rest of the division. There is really no battles going to the line here. Everybody is pretty spread out. So we're going to look at Matt Gale as he comes around to take home his second W of the season. He won at Snetterton, and now he's trying to win on the continent.
Petition to have Matt change his last name to Grail, so I can make all kinds of Monty Python jokes.
You can see that Johan Viviers is still there, but we're on the start-finish straight, so I do believe it's going to be Matt Gale taking it home today. Johan Vivier is in second place. Rounding off the podium should be Nathan Gray. There is maybe a battle kicking off. Nah, it's just a pit stop. That's Cahill rejoining from the pit lane. So Nathan Gray will come across the line in third. Shanu Murasanu is your winner in the bronze category and fourth overall. Diago Matos in fifth place. Jack Biddle, sixth, followed by Oral Shaw. Seventh for Kerry Pattinen. Pardon me, eighth for Kerry Pattinen. Ninth for Sean Young. Somebody's connection is doing a little bit of a dance.
Is that the sound that Sean's car makes?
I mean, possible. So Narud picks up a spot over Volt. Andres Hansen, fifth place. Sixth place for Cahill. And yeah, seventh for Stanther and eighth for Slater. There was a very thin bronze field today. Not really any battles to the line. Everybody is kind of in their spots.
Marlboro comes smoking around that corner.
Doing my best to try to give you as up-to-date standings at the end of this as I can. B. Joubert. Fortune and Hines. Light. And then Stoltz. And... Latre got the last point. Good for Rion.
The session has ended.
Right, as per usual, we open up the stage here to people who want to come in and give us their thoughts on their race and so on, and their season, I suppose. And we'll see who wants it. In the meantime, I'll give you a little showroom. Once again, we have Alexis on top today, so you're getting a look at Alexis while we do the interviews. That is a Honda. What am I? Not that. There. That's the Lexus.
Lexus LX 4.5.
We'll give you the Nitro Corsa Black livery. That's the show.
Give him the Gulf Oil.
Okay,
Crunch.
we have Shanu Murasanu and we have Matt Gale. So we'll go with Shanu first. You're the first one listed, so I'm assuming you're the first one with your hand up.
Correct.
Shanu Murasanu, your bronze winner today, just off the podium overall. A phenomenal run. After your run at Monza as well, you suddenly become a fixture in the championship. How do you feel about today's race?
I am so pumped. Finally, I've won a race. No bad luck at all this race. It's the first race this season that I've had zero incidents. Nothing wrong happened. Everything worked according to plan. I am very, very happy. I would have wanted an overall podium, but I couldn't keep up with the guys in front in the first stint, and then in the second stint, I had a slow pit stop and came behind Gray, and I caught him, but I never was able to mount for an overtake. But I'm happy. I got P1. I'm thrilled. This was by far my best race for sure.
Very solid effort. Got you second in class now behind Sean Young, based on my highly, highly unofficial calculations. Done on the fly.
Sounds good.
But yeah, really solid day for you in the Lexus, and overall for the Lexus with Matt Gale taking the win. We'll talk to him in a second. Anything else?
Cyber Racing represent.
Yeah.
Cyber Racing represent. I actually lifted. I don't know if you caught it on stream, but I actually lifted for Matt to overtake me, because in the first part of the stint he was kind of a bit slower than me. I managed to pull a small gap, and then I think I used way more tire than he used, and towards the end of the first stint he caught up with me, so I just let him pass and then tried to defend. I don't know who was behind him. I think it was Gray. I tried to defend Gray as best as possible to keep him away from my teammate, and in the second stint, apparently he got Viviers and it worked out. So I'm super pumped for the team. Another good result. And I think Sean Young got a good result in bronze also. So yeah, we're flying.
Indeed. I will say that we'll hopefully get to hear from Johan about maybe why his race kind of appeared to go off the rails a little bit. Although I am gonna have to smack your wrist for like being the only person without a best lap for like half of the or for like a good third of the race, sir.
He ain't trying.
Track limits are not a suggestion.
You know, when there's so much tantalizing asphalt on the other side and not gravel, like I want to push the limits. And I had 3 warnings pretty early on, like after 20 minutes, I think I had 3 warnings. So then I started calming down a bit and I was like, okay, Sean Young is my only competitor. He's the only one in bronze and he's like 12 seconds behind. I can chill a bit, even if I'm 1 second slower than my best. Just don't get the drive through and you're good.
All right, we will invite overall winner Matt Gale to the stage, who's added his second win of the season, having won at Snetterton as well. How does it feel to have a win on the continent now?
It's good. It's good. I've just been to France. I missed last week. I've come back, and it feels like home. No, that was a tough race. That was good. Shanu, well done. I couldn't keep up with him the first half of the race. He's really come on. And he had a goal pace at the beginning. Didn't do it in track limits, but he had a goal pace. But yeah, that was cool.
I'm just suggesting those two things might be slightly related. I'm just saying.
possibly, yeah. But I mean, you saw him at Monza as quick. He's suddenly come on. He's rocketing in that car. My first half of the race was. I was happy with second. I was like, I'll just keep it here, keep it clean. And then we had the pit stops, and I thought some guy got a really good undercut and was ahead of me. And then I realised it was the guy who was 10 seconds ahead of me before the pit stop. It was Johan. And we had a really good second half of the race. He's quick.
You had the that's what his livery looks like moment.
Yeah. And really good clean racing. He had me going all the way. I was just trying to keep up with him the first half, and I'm guessing his tyres must have gone off because he slowed down the second half a little bit. Still kept me on my toes. What can I say? I had to put everyone on mute in the Discord because I just need to concentrate that hard. But yeah, tough race. Pushed hard again. Well done to Johan for pushing me all the way.
Well, that'll put you 9 points back in the championship. Mind you, of course, you do have that lovely 0 drop score, whereas there are drop scores for your major competitors. And we'll see if you can get back and be a championship contender once again after falling short last season against Richard Oakes.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I mean, I've had 2 rounds with 0 points so far. One was through a PC crash, one because I was away. So let's hope I can keep it up for the rest of the races and bring some good points home.
Well, if you keep winning, it should do the trick because the top end of silver this season is a little bit more exciting than last season, where it was basically you and Oakes and everyone else was fighting for third.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of quick people. There's 3 or 4 of us who are right up there, I think.
Okay, we have Johan.
Matt, we are starting a petition to have your name changed from Gale to Grail, so I can switch from wind jokes into Monty Python jokes.
That was my nickname for a while, so it could happen. It could happen.
And instead of a championship cup, obviously we're going in a slightly different direction.
All right, we have second place overall, and in the silver category, Johan Viviers, who led most of this race. Tell us what happened towards the end, I guess, with the loss of pace.
Lekker rookie mistake. I switched off the tire change.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. So I imagine
so
you were out there with about I don't know, a couple of tenths less of tire depth.
yeah, so at the end it was a bit of a battle, and I saw Mr. Gale coming up, but yeah, I couldn't do anything. I was trying my heart out, but he didn't want to go.
Well, still
And
second place is a solid result.
I'm very happy with that. I'm very, very happy.
Came down with a
Second
terminal
round.
case of Martin Edmund syndrome.
Yeah, so hopefully next race I'll remember not to switch that off.
Well, hopefully that will happen for you, and you'll get that first win finally, because
I hope so.
you've been on the
Yeah.
second step two races in a row now.
Okay, so make that second place twice, and then hopefully first place not only once.
You'll be first place, and then first place again, and then first place again. That's the goal.
I hope so. I hope so. Yep, that's it. I like that. But yeah, it was a very nice race. As I say, thanks for you guys also.
Well, thank you, thank you.
And hopefully I'll chat to you next week.
All right.
Sound like a plan?
Enjoy.
You too.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, so we leave today with victories for Matt Gale, and overall, and also victories for Shannon Murasanu, his first of the season for the bronze category, and in the iron category, also a first-time winner, Thomas Wong. I think that's actually Thomas's first win in Evolution Racing. It got to be too, for groups. So that's nice to see.
I think you're wrong about that.
I mean, I could be, but he's brand new to me this season, so I think
I could not.
I
resist.
I felt it coming. I was like, it's going to hit me, and that is what it is. So again, these are really, really, really rough standings. I want to emphasize that a fair bit because I was doing them on the fly, and there's also possible penalties plus like promotions and so on that can come into play. But I have the silver standings. Nathan Gray leading the way with 57 points from Oral Jaws, 48, 46 for Diogo Matos, 41 for Johan Viviers, and 36 for Matt Gale. That's your top five. And then in the bronze category, it is going to no longer be Philip Newless leading the way because he was not here today to defend his lead. But it is now Sean Young on 57 points, Shannon Murasanu on 51 points, 50 points for Adrian Maroud, then Newless on 43. Technically, I will tell you who's in fifth place, but it's 24-point Felix Krammerich, who was not here today. So really, it's a 4-horse race for that championship, whereas the silver one's a little bit more wide open. And the always kind of wide open, except for that one season that Matthias Wiedemann absolutely beat the field with their own, entrails. In the bronze category, or the iron category, it is Thomas Wong with 44 points, Max Cruz on 41, Bo Zur on 37, along with Pat Fortune. 34 each for D. Hines and Sven Velde. So, pretty good little six-way rumble going on for that position, that championship as well. So, and also congratulations for their first for a podium for Bram Hoven in the field. That has never been seen before, and Lucas Schubert for a very solid fifth place. We have Robert Volt in the chat. Robert, do you want to come up on stage here and give some thoughts, or
he's just going to sit there being revolting.
He's got the hand up. Robert Volt, tell us about your day in the Honda.
The worst.
It was sketchy as fuck, but I didn't pay that much attention to practice on all that, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just load up the same setup I used on Monza.
I mean, if you're going to use Monza setups at any other track, it's probably this one.
Yeah, definitely. With just I think, the only things I've actually changed is just the brake ducts.
Well, yeah, that would definitely make sense. Actually, I don't know. You could probably get away with the same brake duct here, even.
I mean, it was 18 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
So everything would have just been cold as fuck.
That's true. All right,
So yeah,
well, you picked up a solid fourth place, or fourth or fifth. I'm blanking.
Yeah.
I've got you in 4th place. There we go.
Well, I will definitely take 4th place, considering the fact that I only spent maybe 1 hour of practice for this.
Yeah, it's a solid. That's a solid showing on it, obviously. Salvage is a decent
Yeah.
result.
Yeah. And I did let Adrian pass me because he just begged for it. I was like, please, it's for the podium, and I'm like, maybe. And then he said, for Nubs Racing Division, and now just say no more, man. Just break.
Doing the good teammate history deal. Giving up the
I'm
podium.
doing my part.
Giving up the podium. Doing the Jack Villeneuve 1997, only he chickened out of it and you didn't.
Yeah. Nothing like doing the good deeds.
Well, do
So
you have
yeah,
anything
that
else
was-
you would like to add?
Not really.
All right.
Although the Honda is still sketchy as fuck, but that's just the Honda doing Honda stuff.
I mean, you chose the Honda. That's your fault.
Yep. It's all on me, nobody else.
We got some love for the Lexus in chat from Tarmo Malimi. Appreciate it.
I might actually pick it up. Who knows?
It's a good car.
Yes! Shame I didn't license in time.
It's my favorite car.
Ah. You're biased.
Well, I mean, it's my favorite car because I do the best in it. So I think it's fair to say that that's the reason. It's not like I had love for the Lexus before this game.
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
Although it is one of the few cars in this game that I can sit in and feel like actually fairly comfy. So I mean, it's got that going for it. It is assisted
This
by
will-
very non-driver physique.
Yeah. But anyways, I'll bid my farewell and hit the hay right after this.
All right, Byron, you got any final thoughts?
Every single letter C in the name Pacific Ocean is pronounced differently.
Interesting. All right, we're heading off the air. We'll see you next time. Okay, the end stream has been given. Waiting for it to actually end on YouTube.